Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review We Need to Talk. And this is a new romantic comedy focusing on a self-absorbed celebrity gamer who speaks to millions of fans every day and has to figure out how to talk to the people in his life before he loses them. Specifically as he's complaining about some comments that he got his significant others, like, we need to talk to you after work. She slips away and then he realizes, oh crap, is she going to break up with me? And this whole entire film focuses on all the paranoia and the anxiety going through his day, trying to get up to that point and being, is she going to break up with me? And this is from writer-director Todd Wolfe and stars James Maslow as Great Scott, our celebrity gamer. And throughout this film, I think he does a solid job as leading man here. I'm not 100% sold on him at all times, but he definitely plays well, like the annoyed kind of gaming celebrity persona. But I don't know how likable he is, and even when he gets to the point where it's like we're supposed to like him, because at the start he's definitely not a good boyfriend. He ignores his significant other, Allie, played by Christel, Khalil, and throughout this whole film, he interacts with his editor and partner, Johnathan Fernandez as Joe, and then he interacts with all of his friends online, including this little shit kid who really tries to provoke all of them. And he tries to ask for advice from his friends throughout the film and trying to process things. And you know the story. He tries to become a better person by the time he gets to speak with his girlfriend later in the film. And it's interesting because the pacing of how the story plays out, there's definitely a moment where it's it goes for a fourth act kind of thing, where it's you thought you had your confrontation, you had your closure, and you're there, but there's still 10, 15 minutes left in the movie. And then it goes a step further. Because this film isn't that long. It's an hour and 23 minutes or so, and it goes an extra 10 or 15 minutes more than you expect. It has a bit of a framed narrative. It starts with well, 3 months ago. And of course, it's how did I get here? And that tired trope of filmmaking. From the filmmaking perspective, Todd Wolfe's direction is very workmanlike. It looks like this is made for this looks like a TV show in many ways, from the lighting and stuff like that. But I think a lot of the supporting cast is fun. I think Johnathan Fernandez really does some heavy lifting here. And there's some solid moments. It's easily watchable. It's enjoyable to a certain extent. But the thing is, don't go in here expecting anything fresh or different or particularly interesting and new for the romantic comedy drama genre. But what I do think adds a bit to it is the gaming. There's gaming nostalgia here. And if you're a gamer, you could definitely get a lot out of them talking about the games and his reviews and the nostalgia he shares with some kids that he meets at some point. It's those kinds of things add layers to it and make it a little bit more interesting than just a bare bones standard rom-com, which narratively this really is. But with those video game trappings, it does add a little bit, probably gets a little bit more attention for a wider base of video game fans. But in the end, it's still, you know exactly how this is going to go. You know how it's going to play out, and it plays it very safe. And uses a lot of gaming metaphors, which some of the dialogue gets a bit much at times. But, in general, I think this is a fine little film. But those are my thoughts on We Need to Talk. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.